Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 12.4. This is episode 47. I'm going to be doing this kind of in chunks, partly because this is going to be a little bit more of an involved episode, but I'd like to start off by saying that tonight just got Alpha 12.4 installed. The only really significant change is that they got rid of the forge book, and instead of kind of complicated the recipe for making a forge, so now it requires bellows, and I guess it involves more iron pipes and stuff like that. But be sure to check out the changelog by going to 7daystodie.com, and you can read all the changes and the fixes that have been done from 12.3 to 12.4. I'm not going to list the whole deal on that, but it does change the game dynamics just a little bit, I guess. You don't have to hunt down for the damn book and all that. So, but you do need to get more resources in order to build it in the early game. So that might be something of concern to you. Before I cut away, I'm going to be getting all the resources together for heading over to the construction site for the new base. Basically, I'm just going through and cranking out as much iron as possible. I'm almost done with that. As much steel as possible. Basically, I just split the stack of like 300 something scrap iron and put it in that. I think the lead is done, so I'll make some buckshot out of that. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on those to finish, and when they do, I will go into my brief description of my building kit. So don't go away, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright, all the scrap metal has been run through the forge. Right now I'm pretty much just rendering down a bunch of the animal fat for tallow. And, you know, that's not a big deal really. But right now I'll run through my construction kit with you. Now, obviously you got to have your weapons, because on the way there, on the way back, while you're there, you're going to have to defend yourself. Kind of goes without saying, shouldn't it? So I got 2 different weapons, and I basically just went through and topped off all of my ammo for each one. The excess I put in my supply crate. No need to have more than 1 stack of that kind of ammo for each type of gun. So there's that. Now, obviously, we'll need axe, pickaxe, and shovel. Mostly the shovel for right now, because that'll be the more important one, I believe. And we'll need the axe possibly for chopping down more trees, because we might be needing more wood. I've taken the rebar frames that I've collected from the working stiffs and got those in the inventory. Got the hammer so we can build the plywood forms. Got a bucket of concrete here, so we're all good to go on that. I put in 6 torches. Basically, the idea is to put 1 on each of the 4 corners, and then 2 on the sides in the middle. In fact, I might just make, I think I will, just make 2 more, so that there's like a little more balance of 3 to a side, each side type of thing. So 4 in the corners, 4 in the middles. Let's see, it's not there. So we'll make 2 more torches. And we'll have that. And this is just for lighting the area around the construction site, namely, or mostly for, you know, keeping an eye on the zombies if they wander through. And if it gets dark, it just makes them easier to spot. So let's get away from the fire here so we can hear better. Now, you know, I got more iron. Mostly because chances are I might be needing to make more rebar frames. I'm packing the steel with me because I'm not 100% sure how the upgrade goes for upgrading reinforced concrete to steel walls. I haven't been able to find anything about that on anything online yet, so I have to do a little more looking. But might as well just experiment. You gotta have metal strips because if you're gonna be using your tools, like in my case, I'm gonna be using the shovel a fair bit. So the metal strips to repair the tools, absolutely necessary. The pickaxe, I'm gonna be digging this down to the first layer of rock, getting rid of all the dirt. So if the rock underneath where I plan to put the base is uneven and not perfectly flat, then I'll need the pickaxe to level it out. Gonna need wood for, you know, breaking down to planks. Could need them to make more planks for either more wood frames or just, you know, for upgrading the blocks. Excuse me. Oh. Now I gotta take my antibiotic for the day. Sticks, because we might need to make a ladder, and then of course the ammo. Definitely need to take first aid kits. I don't like to go overboard with the medical stuff because it just eats up slots, and I'm usually fairly careful where I'm not getting attacked all the time. Apparently the days start at 7 o'clock now instead of 6 in the morning. I think that's a 12.4 thing. And I know that the evening begins where they start running at 10 o'clock now. So anyways, beer, coffee, obviously that is for keeping our stamina up because digging, chopping trees, all that, you know, if you don't know already, welcome to the game. You'll need that stuff. So I'm just going to cut away, head on down. Here's my base. I'm going to connect up here to this road and travel on down to my waypoint. And I'll do this off camera as to prevent boredom and possibly the chance of making somebody fall asleep. So stay tuned again, and I shall return. And welcome back. Had just a little bit of a snafu on the way back. I accidentally kind of cut through these mountains instead of taking the road like I should have. And it turns out that there is like, oh, I don't know what to call them, but basically you go over a ridge and skid down a ravine into basically a box canyon. You can't climb back out in any way. So I had to kind of dig my way up a mountain just to get through that. But anyways, that is the past. So first we need to really get rid of this. Alright, so that is good. Let's kind of clean up the grounds around here a little bit. And I'm going to have to dig underneath that. Let me get my axe back up here. Let's see, gonna clean up these lines a little bit. grass worth a damn. Eh. I'll be damned if I go to set a block down on it. It'll always block it. If I go to hit it with an axe, oh no, it's going to take one or two swings that just go in absolute wrong directions. So, excuse me while I vent this out. There we go. Now we're swinging. Yeah. You're always tired, you putz. Alright. Keep on swinging, playa. I don't really need all the plant fibers, but okay. A lot of this is going to be gone anyway. Oh dear. You dumbass. You dropped it in the wrong spot. That's a spot that's like a bottomless pit. Alright, I'm going to cut away yet again. I'm going to go fetch that supply drop. And when I return, we should be back here, hopefully one piece, and we'll get this little party started. Cool. So stick around. I'll be right back. All right. So we made it to the supply drop. So let's see what we got here. All right. SMG part, whatever. We'll take it all. And I think what was that? An SMG schematic. Yay. I think the only thing that was worth a damn out of that was the medical stuff, so whatever. This terrain is absolute murder. It's like, you know, one wrong step and you're dropping to your doom, or skidding on your ass and putting skid marks in your pants, getting to the bottom and then not being able to get back out. So luckily this time I didn't have I didn't get trapped, but I did a lot of butt sliding. So anyways, cutting away yet again, and hopefully when we get to the base it'll be a little bit more straightforward. So be back in a sec. Alright, so we're back at the construction site. If I recall correctly, I made these 10 each way, so let's just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah blah blah. Okay, I think it's the same way this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not even bothering counting these right. It's like I just lost my will to give a damn. Anywho, let's just box the rest of this in. And this here is going to set an outer perimeter. It's more or less a guideline, a sight line for where the outside of the base is. The actual walls will be just on the inside of this. You'll see what I mean in just a tick. Alright. So within this here is going to be the base. Now it's going to be small. I don't need it to be too terribly big. The idea is this will be a ground level bunker. We'll have 1 or 2 rings of defense around it. I'm thinking the first layer out from the base walls itself will be a pit with log spikes and then 2 layers of water. Then there'll be a gap and then another pit with just 1 layer of water, and that's that. And it'll be mostly where we can take headshots at them. If they do manage to get across a gore block, fill it up, or something like that, then the log spikes pit that'll go around this should keep them from coming right up into my face. Above this will be a sniper tower, so I can get them at long range if I need to. And then for the main part of the base, I'm going to be digging straight down, and I haven't really decided how deep I want it to go. I might even go right straight down to freaking bedrock, but I'll have like storage rooms, kitchen, forge rooms, all that stuff underground, and all that'll be above ground is this. And then I gotta also take in consideration how I'm gonna get in and out. I'm thinking I might just build a tunnel out. Maybe go up this way, probably. But we'll get that figured out later. Right now, it's mostly just getting this all dug out. So I'm going to get this started and show you kind of how I do it. Actually, might as well just do it here. God, for a second I was wondering if I was ever going to hit rock. That's freaking deeper than I was expecting. Okay, well, since we're down here, let's see if we can... what am I doing? Hitting all rock? What the hell? Oh, now I need a pickaxe. Oh, shit. Completely losing my mind. Almost got rid of my axe, which would have been bad. What did I do? Find the one sinkhole in here or something? To get up. Okay, that's dirt. And that's rock. Okay then. Well, here's what we can do. We will jump in place. If I can get it to do it. There we go. And we'll do it with some dirt. Because apparently this did it wrong. Wait again. There we go. This is weird. First time through and it goes way too far. Dig a way out. I can get up out of here. I'm kind of stuck, I guess. Alright, so within the confines of these wood frames, we kind of dig down until we get to a flat level of rock. Now, for some reason, when I dug that first hole, it went way farther than I was expecting, and then everything else surrounding it was not dirt. So I don't know if terrain generation kind of changed things from what I'm used to, but whoops, that wasn't exactly supposed to happen. Uh, so I don't know what the hell. Anyways, I'll dig this all out, make it all right, and spare you from having to watch all. What? Annoyed. I am seriously annoyed. Anyways, I'm going to cut away yet again and get this done so you don't have to be bored by it. And when I come back, this should be done, or I'm dead, or something got jacked up. So stick around and find out my fate when we return. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, pretty much did all the digging down I can do. I mean, there's a few spots I have to patch in here. But as you can see, it's pretty much down here to rock, and I need to fill in some potholes because it's not all uniform through here. Actually, it kind of drops down, and yeah, so it got a little weird. But I made a few more wood frames, and I'll show you a little kind of a trick I do so I can make sure that I'm keeping within the limits I'm setting for myself. Remember, these aren't the actual walls. These are like the just outside what my base walls should be. So we'll dig these up. Okay, so that's rock. I'm going to have to chop through that. And that I didn't want to do. Okay, so you got the exterior walls here. Now, to be able to keep within the line, so to speak, just set your frames on down as you work your way down. If you can't place a block, then remove what's obstructing it. Like so. Alright, we're going to have the same problem over here too. This will help you keep your walls straight and hopefully not have any gaps behind them. See, this should be dirt. Yeah. And also, this will help keep you from having the wood frames up above collapse from lack of support. Now, mind you, it's just turned after midnight, so I'm actually building in the middle of nowhere at the worst possible time, actually. Just because I'm either daring or stupid, or nothing will happen to me. Either way, it's pressing to get this done. So, hopefully, this will help you in figuring out how to build your base. The reason why I dig down, particularly digging down to the first layer of rock, is rock is a lot harder for zombies to dig into, whereas dirt, you know, you've seen some of the prefabs around my base in the small town. You know, they've dug into it. You know, like around the garage, for instance. You know, there's still a hole around it where they dug down. And they're still going to dig around here, but I'd rather that they don't dig a hole, like, underneath my base. And so what I'm going to end up doing is, you know, we get this dug down to here. We'll have a firm, solid base, you know, building on solid rock. And it may not actually mean much engineering-wise in game, but in my mind, with the OCD, it makes sense to me. But also, you know, it just keeps it from digging down too deep. But I'm going to replace these frames with reinforced concrete up to ground level. But it's only on the inside of this wall. I'll be taking these up before I start doing that. This is just to make sure that I keep the walls flat and uniform. So it's kind of like a mold or a form. And then I can also build steps off of this so I can get out in case of an emergency. So this is the first stage in building the base. And, you know, it's establishing the perimeter, digging down to rock so you have a firm base, making sure it's all the walls are uniform, and there's that. So, excuse me, I keep yawning. I've been up for a while. So I hope this has helped you out. In the next episode, we'll go a little bit further and start laying down foundations and make sure it's all squared away before we get into real hardcore building. So I hope this helps. Anyways, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you didn't like this video, click the dislike. Let me know why. And at least have a good reason. A politely stated, or with constructive criticism, that's appreciated. Any hate and stupid stuff, I might just delete. But anyways, you should be leaving that in someone else's video. If you are bored, please click the dislike button, then the like button. They cancel each other out. It gives you something to do. Tell your friends. Share my videos on whatever social media. Oh, man, sorry, I keep yawning. Whatever social media floats your boat. Please subscribe so you can keep up with all the videos I'm cranking out. Doing multiple videos online a day. And if I don't make enough videos soon, you guys will be all caught up to the present with my game. So I got to keep making these games, you know, keep making these videos. So subscribe, and you'll be able to keep up to date with that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't really cut the hell out of this too much that it bored you, but that's the way it goes. So until next time, see you later. Twitch.